Hello, my name is Peter Higgins, and this is IBD School. This is the first in the 200 series, a series of videos about advanced topics in IBD. In this video, we will talk about urgency. Urgency is the feeling that you have to have a bowel movement right away, and it is very common in patients with inflammatory bowel disease that affects the rectum. Patients often ask me, why does this urgency happen, and why is it so hard to control? Let's start with how the rectum normally functions. The rectum, the last 20 centimeters of the colon, acts as a storage organ for stool. The rectum can stretch and expand to accommodate more stool. Normally, the rectum fills up over time, and when it is full, stretch receptors in the wall activate nerves to send signals to the brain to let you know. If you are busy, you take the time to finish whatever you are doing, and then gradually get around to going to the toilet in the next 30 minutes or so. You have no difficulty controlling the urge when the rectum is functioning normally. But what happens in the inflamed rectum? When there is active inflammation in the rectum, there are 4 problems with rectal function. First, the walls are swollen and thickened, so there is less room in the rectum to hold stool. Second, the walls are stiffer and less able to stretch and expand to accommodate stool. Third, the inflammation and the signaling molecules from the white blood cells make the stretch receptors and the nerves in the rectum much more sensitive. Even a small amount of stool, or even a little bit of liquid or mucus, can activate a stretch receptor and send a nerve fullness signal from the rectum. Fourth, and this is the big one, the nerve signal being sent is different. It is more of an alarm signal that communicates severe, dangerous fullness, so that rather than going to the brain and generating a rational thought process about when to go to the toilet, it activates an emergency reflex arc. The sensory signal goes to the spinal cord and goes directly to the motor nerves, sending a signal right back to the rectum to expel everything in the rectum immediately. This leads people to run to a toilet, and their legs are racing against the rectum. Some people can squeeze their anal sphincter hard enough to hold it in this situation, but it is difficult. Many patients have accidents, incontinence of stool, or come very close to accidents. Over time, patients with inflammatory bowel disease develop very strong sphincter muscles, as this is a powerful form of biofeedback. IBD patients can develop the Arnold Schwarzenegger of sphincter muscles, but even that is not always enough to control the urgency. Patients with urgency need better control of the inflammation in the rectum. Urgency is a symptom of rectal inflammation and can have a huge effect on quality of life, as it can cause disruptions in social situations and embarrassment when accidents occur. It is a reflex and not something that can be controlled through willpower. When urgency occurs, better therapy is needed, and often therapy delivered directly to the rectum is very effective.